There are basically two common forms of sexual harassment, that is, psychological harassment and internet harassment. Now, what is psychological harassment? Any harassment that is humiliating or abusive. It can be identified by comments, behavior, action, or gesture. It's frequent and hostile. It can be countered only if it is prevented from becoming repetitive. Psychological harassment is the worst ever anyone can face. Whereas if we talk about internet harassment, it is carried out using computer and internet. It is also called cyberbullying, use of internet to threaten or harass the other person. Now, let us discuss few such internet harassment, that is spreading rumors over internet, sending unwanted emails, sending viruses by emails, harassing a person using chats, comments or tweets, and sending sexually suggestive messages. Everything has a root. So, let us understand the psychology behind sexual harassment. It can be flawed upbringing, lack of values, viewpoint that they grow up with, getting a false sense of power, feeling threatened when women do well in their career, and relaxed attitude of the organization towards sexual harassment incidents. All these above mentioned points can lead to sexual harassment. Let's see how India is taking steps to counter the menace of sexual harassment. Do you know the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace, that is Prevention, Provision and Redressal Act 2013 is an Indian law enacted with the objective of making workplace safer for women, and it is commonly known as POSH Act. Well, the POSH Act was made effective in the whole of India on 9th of December 2013 by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Let's see the purpose of POSH Act. That is, it prevents sexual harassment of women at workplace. It makes employee responsible for providing protection against sexual harassment. The sexual harassment redressal mechanism for complaints related to sexual harassment. Now, let us know about POSH Complaints Committee. According to POSH Act, it is essential for an employer to create a complaints committee. It is also known as internal committee for POSH. An internal committee must have a presiding officer who must be a senior women employee from the organization. 2 members form amongst the employee. At least 1 member from an NGO or association. And at least 50% of women members should be included. Now, let us learn about the core objective of internal committee. It formulates an anti-sexual harassment policy. It provides a mechanism for the prevention and redressal of sexual harassment. It ensures that the policy is implemented completely. It helps to provide an environment that is free from gender-based discrimination. It raises awareness about sexual harassment. Now, let us learn about POSH complaint procedure. That is, an aggrieved woman must file a complaint within 3 months of the date of the incident. After getting the complaint, the internal committee must notify the respondent within 7 days. The internal committee should get the response from the respondent within 10 days. Does the respondent agree about the complaint? Well, it can be either yes or no. And if it is yes, then the internal committee submits a report to the employer. And if it is no, an inquiry by the committee within 90 days is made, and again the internal committee submits a report to the employer. If the committee report finds the allegation to be true, then the employer must take the action within 60 days.